Lo and behold, sometimes when you're typing out and you go to another page and you come back, everything disappears. Not with every app, but I am going to answer your question because I was tired of writing and typing it out, so I wanted to type it out myself. Mars and Earth. I want to use this as a child would be able to see this. If you're speaking to a child, right, you're going to say Mars and Earth. Do you know them? Yes, I know them. Do you know what heads and tails are? I sure do. I'm going to show you what heads and tails are. Let's see, this is up. This would be heads, and the opposite side is tails. So the opposite side of the fourth planet Mars, is the third planet Earth. Pretty simple to start with. At the same time, here's what else happens. Is that Earth, the numeric value to Earth is 52. The numeric value to Mars is 51. 5 plus 2, 7. 5 plus 1, 6. In the star system, we also use the multiplication, which is 5 times 1, 5, and you go 5 times 2 equals to 10. But we're going to use 7 and 6 in one equation, and here you get 17 and 11 equaling to 28, right? And another funny situation is that energy is number 74, which is 28 and 11 equaling to 39. If I minus it, it equals to 17. So energy equals to both the equations of Earth and Mars. Now when we crisscross it, it creates 7 and 5, 57, 75, or 16, 61, representing the church, representing male and female, and also representing the moon. The moon is number 57. Electric is number 75. Okay, so when we go to Earth and Mars, 7 and 6, on a dice cube, it's like this. The dice cube is not this. The dice cube is this. It's actually this over here. And at the same time, if I found my calculator, which I don't have it, right? Just give me a second here. So what we got here is we got this cube, which has 9 areas, and we have 9 areas, to where we show that there's a separation here between this side and this side. So therefore, this is a solid of the same 9 areas here. When we're using the 7, this one dot, if drilled in holes, would penetrate to the other side. So this is your only true 7 to 6. If you're talking about 7, you'll be either talking about this side or this side, right? And that would be your 16, or your 1 and 6, or it could be a question, is it or is it not? So now when we turn our page back over to here, we have what is ABC? Well, you have ABC, which is just like 1, 2, 3. When you have that, the total, when you add it, equals to 6. When you had 2, 3, 4, it equals to 9. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 3 plus 3 equals to 6. The word mass is 33. The word Christ is number 77. 3 and 3 equals to 6. 7 and 7 equals to 14. 1 and 4 is 5. The student of Christ, number 56. This equals to 11, and that is your creation. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 2 and 1, or A and B equals to 3. So your creation of 3 and your recreation of 3 in rotation. So this would be Earth, and it's a 3 by 3 area. This would be Mars. It's a 2 by 2 area. We can create a window here. Over here we create that dollar sign or the pound key. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 equals to 8. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is 9, and 6 equals to 15. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3 equals to 8 and 15. So these two numbers now come together to create these numbers. Note that there's 9 on this side and 9 on this side. That's 18. So all opposite sides equal 18. Well, if all opposite sides of a cube equal to 7, that would mean 7 dot and 11 void. 7 come 11, 7 times 11 is 77, and resh 18. Resh, the 18th letter, is a chai. It's also the R letter. So when you're asking me to explain it, I'm going to explain that the center position where the 5 is the location of the 1 dot. There are 3 1 dots. There's 1 and 2, there's 1 and 8, and there's 1 and 4 over here. It's 1, 4, 4. This one over here. 1 dot in the center, 4 on the outside, and 4 void. What you don't see and what you see, there's 33 empty spaces on here. 3 empty spaces to the center, and then there's 30 empty spaces to the outside. Up and down is 2 missing, 4 missing, 6 missing, 8 missing. There's 8 missing. And when I turned it this way, right, I already used this area over here. So I have 2 missing, 4 missing, 6 missing, and that's it. There's 6 on one side, 8 on the other side. Dividing the gate, dividing the 7th gate as a numerical multiplication, and that's 2 and 4. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is what equals to 8 and 6. The word house is 8 and 6. So if we're talking about David Wynn Miller, I've read a few things about him, and some of them say the guy was a lunatic, the other one was saying he's smart, the other one says, but me going over his stuff briefly for a couple of hours, pretty much there's a lot of truth in everything, because I can't deny someone who knows much more, because I don't know what I don't know. I know what I know, and I cannot say something that I'm not sure of unless I'm 100% capable of doing the transaction of the word. But in all that is said, here is where I live, right over here. I have some mathematical equations that are on the floor under the carpet and a little bit everywhere. Well, that's not an equation. That's noted as another brick on the wall, which is going to say Earth. It's going to say the natural Earth, and it's going to say high 52, and I'm going to explain it as soon as I put my light back. Because to draw up the word, or to do the bricks, right? Here's a brick, and here's a brick, and here's a brick, and this is the way they make bricks. So when you look at the bricks, right, if you want to finish off this brick here, right, you have this design right here, and then you finish off this end of the brick, and then with this brick over here, let me just see this. You have this end of the brick. Whoop. See the way 5 and 2? 5 and 2 is the numeric value for Earth. It's going to create 10J and 7G, maybe Jack God, or 1 and 7, 17 for Q, right? Maybe the Queen. But in between, you can see the I letter that separates will create and connect each end of the brick. Now noting that the in-between connection of the separation of the brick is both I and the H letter. We're going to continue on that brick here, continue on that brick here, and do the brick up here. See the way he's holding with the 2 hands? This brick above, like holding that brick, and then the 2 feet. So you have high, which is 8 and 9 equals to 17. And then you have 5 and 2 come together, which is B and E, right? Which is going to be 5 and 2 equals to 7. The total of this, or the total of the equation, if you want to bring it to 5 times 2, 5 plus 2, equals to 17. So the bricks and their artwork come out together. What is this? With 3, I'm going to create this over here, and I like to call that the bull. With this, I create the star. Also with this, I create I and I and I and I. So I create 4 times I, 9 equals to 36. or 4 by 18 equals to 72. Over here, I'm going to only create 3 i's that come together. So 3 by I is 27, and the opposite of that is 54. 81, 108. And why did I do that? Because the reverse alphabet of I is R. So the 18th letter R is 3 by 18 is 54. So in here, right, when I create this, where am I going to create this straight line for the I, right? Where does that straight line come connected? Is there a straight line between these three, between these, right? It goes like this and it goes like this. Is this more of a Y? Like having 3 Y's in here instead of I's? Right, because it's bent. So can I use this as a Y and say it's 75? And can I just use this one as an I? And if you notice, this I is made up in this world and in that world, to where the other part of this one is inside this world, and the other side of this one is inside this world. So this one area will connect to all the worlds. Since this is 4, it's 4 by 90 equaling 360, where this is 3 by 120 equals to 360. So which one is whole? Would this be 3/4 of what this one is? And in order to bring 90 into this, you'd have to multiply it by, just hold on, 90 divided by 120 equals 75. No, 120 divided by 90 equals 1.3. 1.33 times 90 equals to 119.7. Right? 9/11, the Tower 7 came down. If you want to look at it a little bit differently, take off 120 times 75% equals to that 90. The other thing is, when you add up 1 through 15, it equals to 120, right? And then 6 times 15 equals to 90. And this is 8 times 15 equals to 90. The dividing gate of this is 6 and 8. It's 1 and 5, 6, 2 and 4, 6, 3 and 3, 6, 6 and 2, 8, 5 and 3, 8, 4 and 4, 8. Why do I say that? I didn't say anything. I said 3 and 3, 6, to 4 and 4, 8. I said 5 and 3, 8, to 4 and 2, 6. I did 5 and 1, 6, to 6 and 2, 8. So I didn't say anything. It's Fox headquarters. It's all been told before to us. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. One day we will bring this all together. My other thing is there's a lot of things. See this? I put it over this. Right over here, I put this circle over this circle, and then those 3. And then I'll take this circle or this circle and put it over here. So I do it 3 times with the circle here, 3 times with the circle here, 3 times with the circle here, 3 times with the circle here. 3, 6, 9, 12 over 4. The purple ball in pool, if you want to look at it that way. Red and blue coming together. Thank you for watching this video.